All right, hello everyone. This is Nick Stavis writing solo tonight as we get set for an exciting night of varsity basketball here in Glenwood, Iowa. Tonight's matchup features a girls' contest between the Glenwood Rams and the Shenandoah Phillies. Rams come into this game running a 5-game winning streak, playing their best basketball of the season, fresh off an 87-45 blowout over Clarinda last night. The Lady Rams will be looking to extend their winning streak against the Phillies tonight. The first matchup between these two squads came down to the final quarter when Glenwood went on an 11-2 run to close out a 9-point victory on the road in Shenandoah. They will look for the same result tonight as they get set to tip off here in about 2 minutes. So we're going to take a short break and be right back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off here on GlenwoodSports.com. All right, back here on GlenwoodSports.com. Nick Stavas bringing you this Hawkeye 10 girls basketball game live here from Glenwood, Iowa. Starting lineups for tonight's Shenandoah Phillies: Claire Campbell, Nicole Gilbert, Carly Manrose, Roxy Denton, and Logan Hughes. And for the Glenwood Lady Rams tonight, Brielle Smith, Brooklyn Taylor, Ellie Scarborough, Danielle Hardcastle, and Sydney Bierman getting the start on senior night here in Glenwood. So we are ready for tip-off here as Ellie Scarborough wins the tip, tips it out to Brielle Smith, and Brooklyn Taylor cruises in for an easy lay-in right off the tip-off. And we are underway here in Glenwood. Rams running a full court press as they usually do. Phillies working the ball around. Logan Hughes with the ball. She averages 24 points per game. She's the Hawkeye 10's leading scorer in girls basketball. 24 points and over 8 rebounds. And here she is right off the bat, taking a baseline hook shot. Can't get that one to go, and the Rams come the other way. Danielle Hardcastle slashing and lays it in. So the Rams with 2 easy buckets in transition, and they have taken a 4-point lead here just under a minute into this game. Campbell will walk it up the floor for the Phillies. Now the kick out to Hughes. Phillies swinging it around. Down low to Hughes, turn around and in. Nice move there in the low post from Logan Hughes. And the Phillies are on the board here, 4-2. Now Scarborough takes a wide open 3, can't get that one to go. Rebound on the ground, and it will go to Campbell. So the Phillies come into this game with a 12-8 record. The last time these two teams met a couple weeks ago, as that 3 is knocked down by Roxy Denton. She is the second leading scorer on this team, averaging 13 points a game, so watch out for her as well as we get further into this game. First time these teams met a couple weeks ago, it was taken to the final quarter. Shenandoah had a lead at the end of every quarter, and then the Rams went on an 11-2 run to close the game and pick up a conference win, which actually started their winning streak of 5 games. And here they are again, and the Phillies trying to end it. Danielle Hardcastle shot a 3 that went out of bounds, and it goes to the Shenandoah Phillies. Now here comes Carly Manrose, hands it off. Up top to Manrose. Now here's Denton. Back to Manrose, and in the corner, and out of bounds. Claire Campbell dribbled it off her foot. Went out of bounds over by the cheerleaders, and it will go to the Rams. So Ellie Scarborough will walk this one up for Glenwood. She is their leading scorer, just over 14 points a game. She has had quite the impressive season, just a sophomore, along with Madison Camden, who normally starts. And then right there, Ellie Scarborough with a mistake she doesn't normally make. She'll get called for a carry, and they'll turn it back over to Shenandoah. So usually Jocelyn Lewis and Madison Camden start in place of Danielle Hardcastle and Sydney Bierman, but tonight on senior night, Coach Rasmussen giving his seniors some time, as per usual here in Glenwood, as Danielle Hardcastle comes away with a steal, lays it up off the glass, no good. Rebound, fought for. Smith had it for a second, but then it's taken away, and here come the Phillies. Phillies in transition, kick out. Denton puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around and finds its way to Hardcastle. Then she hits the deck, and we're going to get a jump ball. So Danielle Hardcastle, a senior on this squad, listed at just 5'4", and it's probably 5'4" stretched out. She can't be much taller than 5'3". She usually the smallest player on the floor, but definitely plays with a lot of fire. Always going after loose balls and cutting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. That's kind of her game. So Bierman comes out. Lewis checks in. 5-4 Shenandoah with the lead. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pass down low. Here's Hughes on the block, and she gets that one in. Logan Hughes working the post so far. She has 4 of Shenandoah's 7 points. Now here's Brielle Smith with a nice reverse lay-in. Nice up and under there from Brielle Smith. She averages just under 9 points a game. Third leading scorer on this Ram squad. A very balanced scoring attack from Glenwood, as it has been all season. They really pride themselves on their defense. And now Shenandoah trying to work the half-court offense here. Rams playing a zone defense. Denton goes into the lane and gets fouled. So Roxy Denton at the line. 5'11" junior. Pretty tall for a high school girl. Can usually serve as a pretty big advantage. Alexis McGinnis will check into the game for the Phillies. And the second free throw is good. So Denton goes 1 for 2 at the line. 8-6 is your score. Shenandoah with the lead. Scarborough, kick over to Smith. Smith dribbled it off her foot, and they're going to say out of bounds off of Hughes. So Scarborough will inbound here from the baseline. Gets it into Lewis. Lewis and catches and shoots and knocks that one down. Nice little two-point jumper there from the baseline from Jocelyn Lewis. Fresh checking into the game and knocking down 2 points, and we're tied up at 8 apiece. Manrose gets it over to Campbell. Now in the corner to Denton. Denton drives baseline, finds Hughes under the basket. She gets that one stuffed, gets her own rebound, puts it up, wants a foul, still gets her own rebound, and then puts it up again and gets it to go. Logan Hughes working hard on the low block. 2 offensive rebounds on her own shots and finally gets that one to fall. And Shenandoah has the lead 10-8. Madison Camden checked into the game just a moment ago. Little freshman sensation here in Glenwood. She averages just over 12 points a game. Second leading scorer on this team as a freshman. Starts on the varsity squad. So the future is certainly bright here for this Ram team. Phillies working in the half court here. Campbell has it up top, guarded by Camden. Hughes steps back, takes a 3, knocks it down. Logan Hughes is on fire. 9 points already of Shenandoah's 13. And the 5'10" senior is working hard so far in this game as Scarborough takes a fadeaway jumper, can't get that one to go. Hughes working on Scarborough in the full court. Now they get across the timeline. Brenly Arnold heads to the scoring table. She had 11 points the other night, last night against Clarinda. Glenwood's 87-45 blowout over the Cardinals as they come away with a steal here. Hardcastle takes it in the lane, tries to find Brielle Smith under the basket. Smith said that was on her, and it will go the other way. So Arnold checks in as with Taylor. Scarborough and Smith will come out. Arnold had 11 points last night against Clarinda. Scarborough had 18. She led all scorers. Kick out here to Hughes on the wing, guarded by Taylor. Gets a screen, passes up the 3, now kicks it over to Gilbert. Now that one's knocked away. Stays with the Phillies here. 1:44 to go in the first quarter. 13-8 is your score. Shenandoah with the lead. So the foul there on that one, and Manrose will head to the line. Her first shot is no good. Phillies just 1 for 3 at the line here in this first quarter. Rams play a lot of tough defense, but right now the Phillies are keeping it at their own pace. Glenwood really likes to get out in transition, run that full court press, cause a lot of steals. And an offensive rebound pulled down by Denton, and then she finds Manrose under the hoop. 4-2, so she makes up for her 2 missed free throws there. And we're going to get a timeout, Coach Rasmussen. So a quick timeout here, 1:29 to go in the first quarter. It's a 15-8 lead for the Phillies. We'll be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Nick Stavas riding solo tonight, bringing you this varsity basketball, girls basketball contest between Shenandoah and Glenwood. Phillies have jumped out to a 15-8 lead over the Rams with 1:20 to go here in the first quarter following the Glenwood timeout. And they're going to get a foul. It's going to be an offensive foul on Jocelyn Lewis. And the basketball will go the other way as Ellie Scarborough checks in for Danielle Hardcastle. Lewis will come out of the game as Smith comes in. Now Ava Wolf will check in as Denton comes out. Inbound there. Here's Manrose. Gets it over to Campbell. Campbell brings it across the timeline. Guarded tightly here by Camden. Tries to get it to Hughes. Ball was knocked away. Hughes gathers it. Now she's going to take it. Spin move in the lane. Turns around. Puts it up. No good. Rebound goes to Ellie Scarborough, and she's going to get a foul drawn there. The foul is going to be called on Alexis McGinnis. That will be her first, and the ball will go the other way. Scarborough walks it up the floor for the Rams, trying to get something going here. Just 8 points to this point. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Here's Smith driving the lane. Now picks up her dribble, puts it up off the glass and in. Looks like she dribbled it off a Shenandoah player's foot. Got it back, had a wide open lay-in, and now the lead is cut to 5. Now here's Manrose. Kick over to Campbell. Campbell thought about the 3. Works off a screen. Swings it over to Wolf. Now back to Manrose here. 29 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. A double team on Hughes. Now the kick out to Campbell. 3 from the corner, and that one's good. Campbell knocks down a 3, taking advantage of being left open. They double teamed Hughes. Left Campbell wide open on the wing. She knocked that one down, and now it's a 8-point lead here for the Phillies. As Arnold puts it up hard off the glass, too strong. Rebound goes to Hughes. Now she walks it up the floor. 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. She's going to drive on Scarborough. Now she backs it out. Now she's going to take a long 3, and she just about got that one to go. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So a rough quarter for the Lady Rams here. Phillies take an 8-point lead into the second. We'll be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, just about set to get going here in the second quarter. Shenandoah with an 18-10 lead over Glenwood. Brian Rasmussen addressing his team, making sure they keep their focus here. They're riding a 5-game win streak, and when you have a lot of recent success, you can tend to get a little too caught up in the hype, and that might be what happened here in the first quarter. So they will try to reverse that in the second as they will start with the ball. Jocelyn Lewis will inbound it from the half court. Gets it into Madison Camden, and we are underway here in the second quarter. 18-10 is your score. Shenandoah with the lead. This Ram team can score in a hurry, so if they can get on a run, then it would certainly help. Taylor tried to thread it down low to Scarborough, and it was off of Hughes' foot and out of bounds, so it will remain with the Rams. Inbound there to Scarborough in the backcourt. Camden working off a screen from Lewis. Now the pass to Camden, top of the key. Lewis thought about the three. Guarded by Denton. Now kicks it over to Brooklyn Taylor. Rams working the ball around. Lewis catch and shoot, no good. Rebound goes to Scarborough. Nice offensive rebound there. She can work the glass. Three there from Lewis, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Smith. She tried to throw it as she fell out of bounds and turned it over. And here come the Phillies. Denton has it up top. She's just going to take the three. No good. Rebound goes to Taylor. So Scarborough was crashing down, or excuse me, Lewis was crashing down on Hughes. Left Roxy Denton wide open. Denton took the three, couldn't get it to fall, and then Camden a three on the other end, and she can't get that one to go. And then Scarborough picks Hughes' pocket. Hughes fell asleep walking it up the floor, and Scarborough just took it away. Now a kick over to Taylor. Taylor takes a long three. That one is airballed and out of bounds. Impressive play there from Ellie Scarborough. Hughes got the rebound and just tried to start ordering people around. Kind of fell asleep on the ball handling, and Scarborough just came in behind her, took the ball away. But it doesn't pay off as the Rams turn it over once again. Now here's Denton in the lane, swatted away by Camden. Taylor picks it up. Rams on a fast break, 2-on-2. Now Smith on a bad pass from Taylor, lost the ball, and it goes right into the hands of Claire Campbell, and here come the Phillies. Rams out of sorts on defense here. And the Phillies will set up in the half court. So they're definitely playing the pace of play you want to play against this Glenwood girls team. They like to get out and run, score in transition, steal the ball away, and right now the Phillies really dictating the pace as Denton misses under the hoop, and the rebound goes to the Rams. Here comes Smith. Smith's going to go coast to coast. Now kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis almost lost it out of bounds, gathers it. And now Brooklyn Taylor will set things up in the half court. Lewis going to drive, stops, kicks out to Camden. Now she's going to drive, lost it off her hip, and now the ball is fought for, and they're going to get a jump ball on the ground. So a lot of jump balls you normally see in girls basketball. That one right there was already our third of the night. Possession arrow now with Glenwood once again. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter, 18-10. No score yet in the second quarter through 2.5 minutes. Here's Campbell up top working on Camden. Now kicks it over to the corner. Gilbert over to Denton. Almost had it stolen away from Lewis. Now that one's tipped and that one's almost stolen away. Hughes stops and pops and knocks that one down. Nice shot there from Logan Hughes. She has 11 points on the night already. And the Phillies take a 10-point lead. Now here's Taylor. Tried to throw it into the backcourt to Smith, and that one is going to be sprinted for and out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Phillies. Not entirely sure why Smith was sprinting for that one. It would have been a backcourt violation had she touched it. I guess to prevent Hughes from getting the easy bucket. And we're going to get a timeout, Coach Rasmussen. So we're going to take a short break here. We'll be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, bringing you this varsity girls contest between Shenandoah and Glenwood. Right now, Shenandoah in full control. They lead 20-10 over the Rams. Phillies will have a baseline inbound to start out of the timeout here. 4:56 to go in the second quarter. Rams trying to get back into this game, but right now they have been held scoreless since the last minutes of the first quarter. Here's Gilbert up top. Gets it over to Manrose. Manrose guarded by Camden. Now back over to Gilbert up top. Phillies trying to get a ISO situation here with Hughes as a three-pointer is taken from the corner. That is Claire Campbell once again. She hit her up from the far side corner, this time from the near side corner, knocks that one down. And it is a 13-point lead here for the Phillies. Camden goes in and she's going to get fouled. So the Rams just struggling to score points here. Phillies getting a lot of open shots on the perimeter, and it's leading to some easy buckets. Madison Camden to shoot 2 here on the shooting foul. First one is good. So Brielle Smith and Ellie Scarborough will come out of the game. Danielle Hardcastle and Brindley Arnold will check in. Coach Rasmussen does a pretty good job plugging in all these players. He can go as many as 9 deep on any given night. Usually he plays 8. With the starting 5 plus Arnold, Hardcastle, and sometimes Abby Hughes will get into the mix as well. So he has played as many as 9 girls in a night, as that one is swatted away from behind, but Denton gets it back. 23-12 is your score. Shenandoah with the lead. Denton drives, puts it up, and she's going to get fouled on the floor. Far side referee calls a push. We'll see who it is on, and that's on Brooklyn Taylor. Pretty clean game so far. The Rams have 5 fouls to Shenandoah's 2. Inbound to Campbell on the far side. Guarded by Brindley Arnold. Arnold's 6'3" frame. Very hard to see around. Now Hughes takes a step back three-pointer and knocks it down. Logan Hughes is red hot right now. 14 points here, and the Phillies have opened up a 14-point lead. Kick out to Brooklyn Taylor. Rams trying to get anything on the board. Try to get back into this game. That one is lost. Arnold gets it, now kicks it over to Lewis. Lewis takes a 3, can't get that one to go, and the rebound going the other way. Campbell tracks it down. Rams in some dangerous waters here. They are just a couple baskets away from it being a full-on blowout here. 26-12 is the score. Feed down low to Hughes, and she is on fire. Another basket there. It's a 16-point first half here for Logan Hughes with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. 16-point lead. That one's knocked out of bounds off the hand of Alexis McGinnis. So it will remain with the Rams. Cora Matheny will check into the game. As Brooklyn Taylor comes out, Taylor had 2 fouls, so she will sit likely for the rest of the half. Here's Camden up top. Rams trying to get anything on the board here. As Hardcastle goes into the lane, a nice little floater there. Blew right past Hughes. Hardcastle is pretty fast off the dribble, showed it there as she was able to get into the lane and knock down a floater. It's a 14-point lead, and that's going to be a backcourt violation on the Phillies. Hughes tried to find her guard there, Claire Campbell. The ball just found its way across the line, and it was touched by the Phillies, and it will go to the Rams. Here's Scarborough. Turn around. Kick out to Smith. Smith takes a 3. No good. Rebound. Coral Matheny tracks it down. Offensive rebound there. Now out to Brielle Smith. She's going to drive the lane, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled, and she will go to the line. So the Rams trying to claw back into this game. Free throws will help. Getting to the line is usually the first thing you start when you can't seem to get a basket in the half court. It's kind of like a football team being down 21-0. Just kick a field goal, get some points on the board, can sometimes just take the lid off whatever you're trying to do. And the first free throw is good from Smith. 13-point lead now for the Phillies with 2:33 to go here in the first half. Smith's second free throw is also good. It rolled around for a second and then falls in. So they've cut it to 12 here. Rams trying to cut this lead down before halftime. 2:30 to go. Phillies swinging around. Campbell up top, gets it over to the far side. And Denton traveled. So the Phillies turn it over. Rams with a chance to get it to single digits here. Trying to extend their winning streak. They will travel to Denison, I believe, on Friday. And that will be their last game of the season. Down low here to Scarborough. Kick out to Hardcastle. Hardcastle thought about the three. Now takes a long two. That one's no good. Rebound tipped around. That's going to be a push on, we'll see who they get on the foul. That's going to be on Coral Matheny, the freshman. Looks like it might have been just tipped out of bounds, and then they called a foul underneath. Full court press here from the Rams, trying to get a turnover. Now Campbell just about got trapped. Now a kick over, and Matheny steals it away. She will put it up off the glass and gets it to go. Nice defense to offense there from Coral Matheny, the freshman, just checking into the game. And now another steal there from Hardcastle, but she knocks that one out of bounds, and it will remain with the Phillies. So a solid defensive effort here from Glenwood, and we're going to get a Shenandoah timeout. So a quick timeout here, 1:40 to go in the second quarter. Your score, Shenandoah 28, Glenwood 18. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com. Quick time to thank our sponsors here. Barrett Auto Center, Jim Hughes Real Estate, El Porton Mexican Grill, Glenwood State Bank, Marty Stava State Farm, Best Finish Auto, Haystrope Insurance Services, Sharp Street Groomers, and Glenwood Home Services. We appreciate all those sponsorships. They could not be bringing you this game live tonight. Logan Hughes comes out of the break and breaks the press, and then she lost it out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Glenwood. Tipped out by Brielle Smith, and it will remain with the Phillies. So the Rams on 1 point trailed by 16. They cut it to 10 here with 1:33 to go in the first half. Phillies swinging it around on the perimeter. Now here's Hughes. Gets past Smith and puts up a floater, and Hughes is having herself a night so far in this game. She averages 24 points a game. She already has 18 here in the first half. 12-point lead for the Phillies. Here's Smith, kick over to Scarborough. That one's out of bounds and off of the Rams. So Glenwood just out of sorts right now, not playing well at all. Hughes is killing them on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, and then on the offensive side, they just cannot figure out how to keep the ball in possession. Lots of turnovers here as Campbell takes a long three from the corner, and they're going to get a foul on Hughes on the rebound. So 5-4 is your score, or excuse me, 5-4 is your foul count. Rams with 5, Phillies with 4. 30-18 is your score with under a minute to go now here in the first half. Scarborough will walk it up the floor for the Rams. Scarborough working off the screen, puts it up off the glass. She's going to be fouled, and she will head to the line. Pretty early foul there, but continuation, and Scarborough will head to the line. Not exactly the continuation call you'll see in the NBA, but a little bit there as Scarborough knocks down her first free throw. So if the Rams can go into halftime with just a 10-point deficit, that's probably a pretty good feeling with how poorly they've played. They know they can win this game. They just have to start playing like they normally do as Scarborough gets that one to bounce around and roll in, and it's back to a 10-point lead. 30-20 with 48.2 to go here in the first half. Here's Manrose into the front court, gets it over to Campbell. Campbell faked the drive, now kicks it back out to Manrose. That one's almost stolen away by Matheny. Gathered by McGinnis. Kick back out to Manrose, and she's going to set up a play. Here's Hughes. They're going to try to get her on the ISO here, as they normally do. Now the kick over to Campbell. She's feeling it from three. Can't get that one to go. Rebound tipped around, and it falls into the hands of McGinnis. Rasmussen does not like that one. Offensive rebounds, especially when you're trailing by double digits, can definitely be frustrating. And that one's knocked away on the ground, and they're going to get a jump ball, and it will go to the Rams. So nice effort there from Brielle Smith. And Glenwood will have the final shot here with 9 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's Scarborough walking it up. Scarborough with 5 seconds. She's going to drive, puts it up in the lane, and she gets it to go. Nice shot there from Ellie Scarborough to end the half. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. So Glenwood at one point trailed by 16 in the second quarter, but they cut that lead in half. Your score at the end of the first half, Shenandoah 30, Glenwood 22. You're watching Ram basketball here on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com. Nick Stavas bringing you this varsity girls basketball game between the Shenandoah Phillies and the Glenwood Rams. It's a pretty good game so far. Glenwood was kind of dominated by Shenandoah through the entire first half, and then in the last 2 minutes they were able to cut a 16-point lead in half, and it's just 8 points now. 30-22 is your score. Shenandoah with the lead as we start the second half. Third quarter here underway. Roxy Denton will take it under the hoop, puts it up and in. Easy bucket there from Denton. And the Rams now trailing by 10 as Ellie Scarborough brings it up the floor. Scarborough gets it over to Camden in the corner. Camden drives baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes back to Camden, and then she loses the ball. And Campbell will pick it up as she gets into the front court. Here's Manrose. Now here's Hughes working on Smith. Turn around, just about lost the ball. Rams want to travel. That one goes out of bounds, and it's off of Hughes. Scarborough came away with the ball, and then Hughes knocked it out of bounds, and it will go to the Rams. 7:29 to go here in the third quarter. 32-22 is your score. Logan Hughes putting on a clinic there in the first half. She has 18 of Shenandoah's 32 points. As Scarborough goes straight in, puts it up off the glass, no good. That's not a shot she misses normally, and then that one is knocked out of bounds off of Scarborough, kind of in frustration. And now the Phillies will inbound. Rams are struggling to get easy buckets here, having to work for just about every shot. Some solid defense from the Phillies, and now the Rams putting on a full court press, trying to trap. Worked a couple times, they got a couple turnovers, but now here's Campbell wide open on the other side of the court, and a three from the wing is no good. Rebound, tracked down by Gilbert, and now Hughes out top. Over to Denton. Denton thought about the three, now drives baseline. Brielle Smith just lets her go right by, and then Denton is fouled onto the hoop, and she will go to the line for two. Rams on a 5-game winning streak, trying to extend that, but the Phillies giving them all they can handle. It was a game kind of like this in the first meeting up in Shenandoah a couple weeks ago. Glenwood defeated Shenandoah, which started this 5-game winning streak, and now here they are again. Shenandoah trying to end it. Second shot from Denton is good, and she knocks down both free throws, back to a 12-point lead. Here comes Scarborough. Gets it over in the corner to Taylor. Now Taylor trying to find Lewis up top. Now back to Taylor. She drives to the line, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rams just not executing. They are not finishing their shots here. Rebound tracked down by Scarborough. It'll stay with the Rams. Taylor thought about the three. Now gets it over to Lewis for a wide open three. Can't get that one to go. Rebound is tracked down by Campbell, and then we're going to get a jump ball, and it will go to the Rams. So a nice effort there from Brooklyn Taylor. They're doing a good job tracking down loose balls, getting rebounds, but they just cannot seem to get the ball in the hoop. As Lewis tries to get it down low to Taylor, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Shenandoah. Inbound, Campbell went out of bounds. Oh, they called a foul. Brielle Smith called for a blocking foul there. Crowd filling in here as Manrose catches the inbound pass. Ball is knocked away, and they're going to get a jump ball once again. Shenandoah coach wants a foul there. John Weinrich pleading his case to the referees as Taylor went in aggressively, but another jump ball is called. Ball stays with Shenandoah. Here's Campbell up top. Gets it over to Manrose. That one knocked away and out of bounds. This one will stay with the Phillies. Inbound there. Gilbert picks up her dribble. Able to feed it back out to Campbell. Screen from Hughes. Campbell kick out in the corner. Gilbert gets it out to Denton. Screen from Gilbert, and then that one goes out of bounds off the Rams. So Phillies really extending their possessions, holding the ball for a long time, and trying to find that perfect shot, and so far it's worked as they lead by 12 points here with 5:42 to go in the third. Skip pass over here. Now here's Hughes. Off the screen, three-pointer is good. Logan Hughes has quite the stroke on that three-point shot. She's knocked down 3 of them tonight. She has 21 points. She is one of those players that can beat you inside and out, and right now it's working all cylinders here for Hughes as Brielle Smith misses on an easy lay-in, and this is just not Glenwood's night so far. Trailing by 15 points, they cannot get an easy bucket, and then Brielle Smith a foul out of frustration. Brinley Arnold and Danielle Hardcastle will check into the game. Maddie Camden, Brielle Smith will come out. Walking it up the floor here is Campbell. Gets it over to Gilbert on the wing. Now back over to Manrose. Campbell, 3 from the corner. That's good. The Phillies are red hot, and the Rams are in trouble here. Now they trail by 18. It's an 8-0 run for Shenandoah. Here's Hardcastle going in hard, and they're going to get a blocking foul on Logan Hughes. Actually, it's going to be on Claire Campbell, number 5. And they're going to say it's on the shot, so Hardcastle will head to the line. First shot is good. 4:52 to go in the third quarter. Rams trail 40-23. 17-point lead for the Phillies, their biggest of the night. Second free throw is good. Back to a 16-point lead. They led by 16 and with a couple minutes to go in the first half. Then the Rams went on a run at the end of the first half to cut it to 8. And now the Phillies have been dominant here in this third quarter. Now a 2-on-1 break here for Shenandoah. Kick back out to Manrose. Thought about the 3. Now gets it over to Denton. Denton working on Arnold. Takes it to the baseline, now pulls it back out. Swing pass over to Campbell. She takes a 3 and knocks it down. Claire Campbell is red hot from three-point range. She knocked down 2 in the first half. She has 2 here in the second half already. 12 points on the night for her. Lewis tries to answer back. She can't get that one. It's in and out. And the Rams just keep digging a deeper and deeper hole for themselves, now trailing by 19 points. Here's Hughes. Kick over to Campbell. Now a wide open 3 for Manrose, and she hits it. Shenandoah is on fire. And I would not be surprised if there's a timeout coming here from Coach Rasmussen. And there it is. So Shenandoah just knocking down 3s left and right all over the floor. Rams struggling to get a bucket. And they have opened up a 22-point lead over Glenwood here with 4:02 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a short break here on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Rams have really dug themselves into a hole here. They trail by 22 points with under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Trying to get anything they can going, but the Philly defense, coupled with the red-hot shooting from three-point range, has really blown open this lead. Scarborough takes a 3. That one is not even close, and it will go back to the Phillies. So Glenwood has just been off all night. If you're going to have an off game, it might as well be now as they head nearer and nearer to the postseason. And it has certainly been tonight. February 13th will be their first district game. That will be a week from tomorrow, I believe. And it will be here against Harlan. They defeated Harlan by quite a bit a couple weeks ago, as that one is kicked and it will stay with the Rams. They have been really taken out of their game. This is a team that usually likes to go fast pace. Really likes to push the pace, get a lot of steals, get a lot of turnovers in the full court press, but tonight Shenandoah has breaking that with ease, and they have shot well too, so it has been a perfect storm for a Glenwood disaster here, and so far Rams just trying to do anything they can as Hardcastle does just that. She'll go to the line for two. 3:24 to go here in the third quarter. Sometimes not writing this game off yet, but sometimes a loss like this can be beneficial to a team that's been winning so much. Heading into the postseason, knowing what they have to work on as Coral Matheny checks in for Brindley Arnold. Emma Hughes is coming in the game for the first time tonight. Now Campbell comes out as McGinnis checks in for the Phillies. Second shot from Hardcastle is good. She hits them both. And that one is knocked out of bounds and off of Shenandoah, so it will stay with the Rams. Stops and shots is what can get you clawed back into a game, and that's what the Rams are trying to do right now as Hughes tries to find an inbounder. She'll get it in to Danielle Hardcastle. Hardcastle now going to drive, kick over to Smith in the corner, back out to Hughes. Hughes takes a three. That one's no good. Rebound. And Denton tracks it down. Full court press here. Hughes. Two Hugheses on the floor. Logan Hughes for Shenandoah, Emma Hughes for Glenwood. Pass down low, now kick out. Working it around well is Shenandoah, and now Alexis McGinnis comes in off the bench and knocks down a three. This is just a team-wide shooting clinic right now for Shenandoah. And if you're the Glenwood Rams, you just have to write this one off as there's nothing you can do about it when the team is this hot. As Hughes airballs on a three, that one almost goes out of bounds, and Matheny stepped out as she touched it, tried to save it off of the leg of McGinnis. But it will go back to the Phillies. Shenandoah has knocked down their last 5 3-pointers in a row. They're 5 for 5 from three here in the second half. 2:39 to go here in the third quarter. It's a 23-point lead for Shenandoah. Kick over to Manrose. Thought about the 2-point jumper. Now gets it over to Denton. Denton drives the lane. Now gets it to Brielle Smith as she stole it away. And then Smith went out of bounds, and it will remain with Shenandoah. Crowd filling in here. It's pink out tonight. Cancer Awareness Night here in Glenwood. And it is a pretty full crowd in the student section as well as the adult section. 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. Rams trying anything they can. Here's Hughes. She's been relatively quiet here in the second half as the rest of the Shenandoah team has been able to shoot well. Now here comes Brielle Smith on the fast break all alone. Puts it up off the glass. Bottom of the rim is no good, but Scarborough tracks down the rebound. And she'll take a three. That one is way off. And rebound gathered by McGinnis. And now rifles a pass in the front court to Denton, and that one flies out of bounds. And a turnover will send it back to the Rams. So this has been a relatively sloppy game for Glenwood. And the Phillies have taken advantage of it as they are shooting well and rebounding well. As Camden drives the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good. Camden only has 2 points. She averages 12 points a game. She's the second leading scorer for the Rams. She has only 2 so far in this game. As Hughes, a nice move in the lane. She faked one way, went the other. Completely turned around the Glenwood defense, and she is having herself a night. 23 points. 51-26 is your score. Glenwood has almost been doubled up here by Shenandoah. Three-pointer once again from Emma Hughes, and she can't get that one to go. She's 0 for 3 on the night. And they're going to get... Trying to see what the call is. No foul. Actually, there is a foul. That's going to be on McGinnis. Inbound to Matheny. Faked it. Drives the lane. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Tipped around and goes to Gilbert. And here comes Hughes the other way. 51-26. Shenandoah with a commanding lead, well on their way to a win here. As a step back three from Hughes. That one got tipped by Brielle Smith and now out of bounds and saved. Actually, they're going to say out of bounds. Trying to say what they called. It's going to be an out of bounds. It will go to the Rams, but we're going to get a timeout, I believe. I thought they just awarded a timeout to the Shenandoah coach. They're actually going to get a technical foul on the Shenandoah coach. So John Weinrich is teed up. Must have been saying something in the referee's ear. Referee coming over here to give Weinrich a talk as Camden misses her first free throw. I wasn't entirely sure what happened. It looked like it went out of bounds off of Glenwood, and then they called it Glenwood ball. Weinrich threw a fit and was teed up, and now a technical foul will keep the ball with the Rams. Interesting little event there. Shouldn't really matter too much to Shenandoah. They still lead by 24 points here with just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Screen from Smith, Hardcastle. Trying to find a cutter, and she does, and Smith finally gets that one to go. Rael Smith, 8 points on the night. She has struggled on her shots under the basket. Now that one is tipped around and out of bounds, and they're going to get it off of Shenandoah, and it will go to the Rams. So Glenwood's still playing their normal aggressive defense and doing it relatively well. The Phillies are just knocking down about every shot they take when they take one, and then the Rams just can't seem to hit a shot. So it's just one of those off nights, and then they're going to get a foul on McGinnis. That is 2 quick fouls for her, and that's going to be her third. You never want to write off a loss, but this is just one of those for the Rams where it was the perfect storm. Glenwood is ice cold, and Shenandoah is red hot as Emma Hughes misses another 3. She's 0 for 4 since checking into the game. And that one's stolen away by Matheny, up ahead to Brielle Smith, and Smith lays it in. So a couple easy buckets here. They've cut it to 20 points now. The inbound, here's McGinnis with 8 seconds left, trapped in the corner. Now here's Manrose. Picks up her dribble, kicks it back over to McGinnis. 2 seconds. She's going to have to shoot it, and then the time will expire, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. So the Rams struggling here in this game. Phillies in full control. Your score, Shenandoah 51, Glenwood 31. We'll be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Ellie Scarborough will walk it up the floor for the Rams to start this fourth quarter. Rams are really struggling here, trailing by 20 points. Brooklyn Taylor takes a 3 out of the break. Can't get that one to go. And the rebound goes to Roxy Denton. So Glenwood just trying to get anything going, only 31 points so far, and it's not looking like it's going to change. And there's been a shooting clinic from the Phillies as well, so just a perfect storm for a Glenwood loss, and they're going to get a foul on Brielle Smith. Logan Hughes drew the foul there. She has had quite the night. 23 points, I believe, on the night for Hughes. There's the inbound. Denton drives on Lewis. Easy lay-in. Not entirely sure why they don't have the points up on the board right now, but Denton has to be close to double figures as well, as Brooklyn Taylor misses the basket underneath. Rebound goes to Shenandoah, and then Logan Hughes is trapped, and we're going to get a timeout, Shan. So Roxy Denton has 10, so that basket did put her into double figures. Claire Campbell has 12, all of them three-pointers, I believe. And then Logan Hughes has 23 points. Take a second here to thank our sponsors tonight: Barrett Auto Center, Jim Hughes Real Estate, El Porton Mexican Grill, Glenwood State Bank, Marty Stavas State Farm, Best Finish Auto, A-Strope Insurance Services, Sharp Street Groomers, and Glenwood Home Services. We appreciate those sponsorships tonight. We could not be bringing you these games tonight without them. Later tonight, we will have the boys. After the conclusion of this game, plus about 25 minutes after the pink out ceremonies, we will have the Glenwood boys game. So stay tuned. Just keep it rolling on your computer screen. And tune in for Glenwood boys basketball as they will take on the Shenandoah Mustangs. Rams looking for a conference win tonight. If they're able to win that game tonight, they will be 8-1 in the conference, and they will face Denison Friday night at Denison in a pseudo-conference championship game. The winner of that will win a share of the Hawkeye 10 title, assuming a Glenwood win tonight over the 5-15 Mustangs. So pretty exciting stuff down the stretch for the Rams, as finally Madison Camden knocks down her first three of the night. She has only 6 points, averages 12 points a game. They have really shut her down, and they're going to get a foul on Brielle Smith. Lots of fouls on the Rams so far in the second half. 55-34 is your score, 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. The inbound, here comes Manrose. She lost the handle on it, dives for the ball, can't get it, and Lewis picks it up. Lewis working on Denton. Now here comes Coral Matheny. Matheny drives, lost it, picks it up, foul, called on the Phillies. So Glenwood will likely fall in this one. That will put their record at 14-5. It'll end their winning streak at 5. So Shenandoah started Glenwood's winning streak, and they're going to likely end it tonight, assuming the Rams don't come back from 21 points down. But Lewis knocks down a three there to cut it to 18. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Hughes gets it up ahead to Campbell, 2-on-1 here. Campbell stops, pops, off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Denton, and she knocks it in. Every time the Rams have tried anything to get a comeback going, the Phillies answer, and it's been like that all night as Scarborough glides into the lane, can't get that one to fall. Rebound goes to Taylor, puts it up and one. So now Brooklyn Taylor will head to the line for the and one. Free throw's good. So back to a 17-point lead here. 57-40 is your score. 5:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Hughes. She lost the ball, and it's going to be tied up, and it will go to Shenandoah. So a jump ball, possession arrow Phillies. Campbell to inbound it, finds Manrose on the far side. Manrose trapped here by Brooklyn Taylor. Now gets it down low to Hughes. Hughes turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded Scarborough, up ahead to Camden. Camden tracking it down, puts it up off the glass and in. Nice athletic play from Camden on a nice feed, and the Rams have cut it to 15. Trap here on Campbell. Campbell trying to find someone to get it to. Now the Phillies are going to need to get it across the timeline here, and they barely do. And that one's knocked away, but they're going to get a foul. Rams trying anything they can to claw back into this game. At one point they trailed by 24. They've cut it to 15 here with 5:25 to go. That will be the sixth foul on the Rams. One more and they'll be in the bonus. Glenwood is already in the bonus. Hughes gets it into Denton. Hands off back to Hughes. Hughes is going to drive the lane. Kick back out to Denton. She drives, puts it up off the glass. Fouled, and she will go to the line. Glenwood trying to mount a comeback here in a little late spurt. Cannot fall asleep in basketball, especially with this Glenwood girls team with how fast they can score if they start to hit shots, and that one is no good on the first free throw from Roxy Denton. Substitution here as Hardcastle and Smith will come in for Taylor and Lewis. Camden, Scarborough, and Matheny stay out there. Second free throw, also no good. Rebound, hits the ground, and goes to Brielle Smith. Now here comes Smith. She's going to drive, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Hughes. No passes on that possession there. Smith just took it coast to coast, couldn't hit the shot. Now a 3-on-1 fast break for Manrose. She picks up her dribble, now kicks it back out to Hughes. That one knocked away, and Hughes went over and back. It was a good call by the referee. She picked up the ball in the front court and then went back into the back court to set her feet, and that is an over and back. Had she just let that one go all the way back and then put both of her feet in the back court, it would have been legal. But a good call by the referee. Now here's Hardcastle, gets it over to Matheny. Matheny drives, puts it up off the glass, and she is going to be fouled, a blocking foul called, and she will go to the line. So the Rams trying anything they can to mount a comeback here. Matheny will head to the line for two. 15-point lead for Shenandoah. At one point they led by 24. Big free throws here from Cora Matheny, and the first one is no good. The freshman. Second free throw from Matheny is good. So a 14-point lead now. This is the smallest margin since early in the third quarter here for Shenandoah. Now here comes Manrose, breaks the press. Now she's trapped in the corner, gets it up ahead to Claire Campbell. Campbell's going to drive baseline, now pulls it back out. Rams doing a good job trapping, and that one's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Camden. Solid defensive effort here from the Rams, especially here in this fourth quarter. Really the entire game. They have forced a lot of turnovers, but when the Phillies do get it across, they seem to make every shot. At least they did through the first three quarters. Now Campbell cannot find an inbounder. That one is knocked away and out of bounds off of Shenandoah. So that one tipped out of bounds off of the Phillies, and it will go to the Rams here. 14-point lead for Shenandoah. Rams trying to claw back into this game. Feed down low to Smith. Now the kick over to Hardcastle. She takes a jump shot. No good. Rebound goes to Denton. Now here comes Denton up ahead. Campbell with the fast break. That one is knocked away by Ellie Scarborough, but they're going to get her for a foul. She ran into Campbell from behind and knocked her down, and so now I believe they should be in the bonus. And Campbell should head to the line. She's holding her elbow, trying to shake out her arm. Looks like she might have fell hard on that arm. 4:12 to go here in the game. 57-43, Shenandoah leads. Rams have cut this Shenandoah lead nearly in half. A front end of the 1-and-1 is missed, but that one is out of bounds and off of Scarborough. So that was a missed opportunity for the Rams. If they could have gotten that rebound, that would have been huge, but it was a tough one to get as it rocketed off the side of the rim. And it will remain with Shenandoah. Brielle Smith comes out of, or excuse me, Brooklyn. That is actually Daniel Hardcastle comes out of the game. Brindley Arnold. A little confusion on who was supposed to come out there. The inbound. And that one's knocked away and off of Scarborough. So the Rams just keep pestering these inbound plays. Can get really frustrating for an offensive team. Here's Hughes. Trying to get it in. Can't find anybody. Now finally finds Campbell. Campbell gets a screen from Manrose. Under 4 minutes to play. 57-43 the lead. Hughes up top, guarded by Camden. Hughes turn around, gets it over. Gilbert thought about the shot, now kicks it back out to Campbell. And they're going to get a foul on Brindley Arnold. So Campbell will head to the line for a 1-and-1. This will be the last 1-and-1. One more foul, and the Phillies will be in the double bonus. First shot from Campbell and is good. Second shot, no good. Rebound goes to Scarborough. 15-point lead. Rams trying to get anything going here in the final minutes of this game, and Scarborough cruises in for a lay-in. 12-point lead, or excuse me, 11. I believe they gave the points to the wrong team here, and a travel there on Gilbert. So a 13-point lead here for Shenandoah. The Rams will have the ball here with 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Scarborough with an easy shot. She went coast to coast on that one, and now we're going to timeout Glenwood. So Glenwood trying to mount a comeback here. They had 1 point trailed by 25. They've cut it to 13 here with 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, standing ovation from the Rand crowd as the Glenwood girls have clawed back into this game. They trail by 13 points here with 3:32 to go. At one point they trailed by 25 in the second half. So they have really put on a pretty good effort here in the fourth quarter as Brielle Smith is fouled, and she will go to the line for 2. She knocks down these 2 free throws, and that would be huge for the Rams. First one is good. (58-46) is your score. Second one is no good. Rebound goes to Hughes. Up ahead now to Manrose. Matheny tracks her down. Now the nice cut pass there to Hughes, and she glides in for the lay-in. Back to a 14-point lead for Shenandoah. Scarborough over to Matheny. Thought about the 3, kicks it back over to Camden. Camden pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Madison Camden, it's a 3. It's an 11-point lead for the Phillies. And a timeout, Glenwood, with 3 minutes to go in the game. Good time to thank our sponsors here as we'll stay here through this break. Barrett Auto Center, Jim Hughes Real Estate, El Porton Mexican Grill, Glenwood State Bank, Marty Stavas State Farm, Best Finish Auto, A-Strope Insurance Services, and Sharp Street Groomers, and Glenwood Home Services. Big thanks to all those sponsors tonight. 60-49 is your score. 3 minutes on the dot to go in this game. Rams a 1 point trail by 25 early in the third quarter, but they have fought back hard. Cut the lead to 11. Ellie Scarborough, Brooklyn Taylor, Brielle Smith, Coral Matheny, and Madison Camden on the floor for the Rams. Shenandoah will have an inbound. Both teams 1 foul away from the double bonus. It'll be Manrose to inbound it. She can run the baseline, gets it into Denton. Now Denton's trapped in the corner. Denton lost the ball. That one is fought for, and it's tipped around and falls back into the hands of Manrose. And now they're still going to fight for the ball. And now Manrose is trapped, and they're going to get a foul on Scarborough. So a tough one there for Glenwood. They just about had the turnover, but they're going to get a foul on Ellie Scarborough. That will be her second, I believe. Only 6 points for Scarborough. She averages almost 15 points a game. They've done a good job on her tonight. Madison Camden has found her way into double digits somehow. She only had 2 points in the first half, but she has 11 now in the game. And a big missed free throw there from Carly Manrose. 2:48 to go in the game, and it's an 11-point lead for the Phillies. Second shot is good. Arnold checks in. Taylor comes out. 12-point lead for Shenandoah. Scarborough lets it roll, picks it up at half court. Scarborough gets a screen from Smith. Working the other way. Kick out to Brindley Arnold, now over to Smith. Smith trying to drive past Hughes, and they're going to get a foul on Hughes. That's going to be her 4th foul. So they're going to have to watch that. Logan Hughes has been the source of their offense tonight. She has 25 points. Claire Campbell has 13, and Roxy Denton has 12. So pretty balanced scoring attack from Shenandoah as Brielle Smith knocks down a big free throw there. She could cut it to 10 here with this next free throw. And even if the Rams end up losing this game, they're going to have to be proud of their effort here down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Second free throw is also good. It's a 10-point game. 2:39 to go. Full court press is on for the Rams. They're going to try their best to trap. Manrose just about got into the trap, and then she broke the press by herself. Some nice ball handling there. And now here, and that one is stolen away. Brooklyn Taylor comes up with the ball. Taylor's going to run it up the floor here for the Rams. 2:30 to go in the game. Taylor has a wide open lane, kicks it over to Scarborough. Now Scarborough turns around, jumper is good. Ellie Scarborough knocks it down, and it's back to an 8-point lead. Ram fans on their feet. Glenwood trying to mount an almost impossible comeback here. Here's Campbell up ahead to Hughes. Hughes has it in the half court, now over to Alexis McGinnis, and she lost it out of bounds, and now the Rams will get the ball back with 2:01 to go. Arnold checks back in for Brooklyn Taylor. 2:01 left in the game. 61-53 is your score. Shenandoah at 1 point led by 25. They now lead by 8 here with just over 2 minutes to go. Scarborough lets that one roll to the half court, and she picks it up. Sets up a play. She's got a screen. Now she's going to take a three, and that one is good. Ellie Scarborough has caught fire, and the Rams are coming back. 5-point lead, and she's going to be fouled. No, they're going to get a travel. They're going to get a travel. I believe it was a travel. Maybe not. Yeah, it's going to be a travel on Logan Hughes, and the Rams have the ball with down by 5 with 1:48. Everyone counted them out. Even I counted them out, but here they are as Brindley Arnold takes a three and knocks it down. Brindley Arnold knocks down the three, and the Rams only trail by 2. 1:36 to go, and the ball is stolen away by Brielle Smith. Matheny ties the game. Coral Matheny ties the game. 61 apiece with 1:28 to go. Shenandoah has let Glenwood come all the way back from 25 points down. Now the ball is thrown away, and Brielle Smith comes up with it. Rams need to calm down. Kick out to Arnold. Arnold, the wide open three. Way long. Rebound off the glass, and she's going to be fouled. Camden will head to the line for 2. What an incredible comeback from the Lady Rams. They trailed by 25 in the 3rd quarter, and they have tied the game with 1:11 to go. Unbelievable sequence of events there. 2 long threes from the Rams off turnovers, and now Maddie Camden gives Glenwood the lead here with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go as Brooklyn Taylor checks into the game. Incredible comeback here from Glenwood. Second shot is good. Rams have all the momentum in the world. They lead by 2. The inbound to Logan Hughes. Student section getting loud, and a timeout. Shenandoah. What a comeback from the Rams. That is a 14-0 run from Glenwood, and they have tied the game with 1:10 remaining. We're going to take a short breather here on GlenwoodSports.com. Glenwood leads by 2. We'll be right back. So we are back here on GlenwoodSports.com. Glenwood trying to finish off an incredible comeback. They trailed by 25 points late in the third quarter. They have taken a 2-point lead here in the fourth with 1:10 to go. Baseline inbound for Alexis McGinnis. Trying to get it in. She gets it in to Campbell. Campbell is trapped in the corner, and that is going to be tipped around and stolen away by Ellie Scarborough. Scarborough has it in the backcourt. Camden telling the team to calm down. Rams are going to hold the ball here as we tick under a minute to go. What a defensive effort from Glenwood. Now here's Brielle Smith. The kick back out to Camden. Camden holds it. The crowd's into it. The student section screaming as we have 45 seconds remaining and an incredible comeback from the Lady Rams. Trying to finish it off. Out to Brielle Smith, 40 seconds to go. Smith has it, and she's fouled by Alexis McGinnis. She will head to the line. The Rams are in the double bonus with 37 seconds to go. Brielle Smith going to try to extend this Glenwood lead as they lead 63-61. Glenwood trailed 61-48. They have scored 15 unanswered points. They scored about 10 points in a matter of 30 seconds. And suddenly it is a 2-point lead for the Rams, and the crowd is into this one. As Brielle Smith heads to the line, Jim falls silent. Smith's first shot is good. She has been rock solid from the free throw line here in this comeback. Both her and Camden have hit some clutch free throws. Smith's second shot bounces around and falls. Looked like it was short at first, but it goes in. 4-point lead for the Rams. 35 seconds to go. That one was almost stolen away. Now here comes Hughes on the break. Hughes, 3-on-2 break. Hands it off to Denton. Denton out top. Now over to Campbell. Campbell's been the hot hand. She hits the three is out. Bounces around, and now Hughes will head to the line here with 22 seconds to go. I believe Campbell has 13 points. 12 of those are off threes. That is not the person you want to leave wide open, but they were lucky that she missed that one there. As Hughes got Hughes got the rebound, and she will head to the line for 2 free throws. So both teams in the double bonus. It is a 4-point lead for Glenwood with 22 seconds remaining. Hughes heads to the line. She's been fantastic tonight. She had 18 points in the first half, but they've slowed her down in the second half. Glenwood crowd gets loud. First free throw is good. Logan Hughes. .26 points on the night for Logan Hughes. Takes a routine, and her second free throw is good. 2 clutch free throws from Logan Hughes. As Hannah Mulligan will check into the game for the first time tonight. Hughes will come out with 4 fouls. Smart move there from Weinrich. Do not want to get a touch foul there on Hughes. She is their best player, no doubt. Inbound there to Matheny, and Matheny almost got it up ahead to Camden. Camden was streaking wide open down the sideline. She would have had an easy coast-in lay-in, but Matheny is fouled on the far side, and she will head to the line. 20 seconds remaining in the game, 20.6. 65-63 is the score. Glenwood with the lead. And Coral Matheny, the freshman, at the line to shoot 2 here. Rams in the double bonus. Glenwood not in foul trouble, which is good. However, the Phillies certainly are. There are 2 leading scorers as Matheny knocks down the first free throw. There are 2 leading scorers who Hughes checks in. She has 4 fouls. Campbell has 4 fouls as well, so they will need to watch that in the final 20 seconds of this game. Now here's Matheny trying to give the Rams a 2-possession lead. And it's good. Coral Matheny, the freshman, 2 clutch free throws. 67-63 is the score. Here comes Campbell, 2-on-1 fast break, pulls up, and that one is no good, an air ball. Rebound to Brooklyn Taylor. Taylor has it in the backcourt. Kick over to Ellie Scarborough, and Taylor was fouled before she got the pass off. And she will head to the line for 2 to possibly put this game on ice. What an absolutely incredible comeback from the Glenwood Rams here. They trailed by 25 points with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they have taken a 4-point lead here with 9 seconds remaining. Brooklyn Taylor to shoot 2 free throws. Jim falls silent as she takes her first one, and it's long off the back iron. Glenwood crowd is going berserk right now. They had fallen completely silent while the Shenandoah Phillies led, and now it is taken away off the rebound. Brooklyn Taylor missed both free throws, but the Phillies couldn't corral the rebound there. And now Ellie Scarborough is fouled, and she will head to the line. And that might be the fifth. That is the fifth on Logan Hughes. An impressive night from Logan Hughes, 27 points. She is quite the basketball player, undoubtedly one of the best in the Hawkeye 10, as she fouls out here with 6 seconds to go. And Ellie Scarborough will head to the line to win the game for the Rams, and she knocks down the first free throw. 68-63. Absolutely incredible comeback here from Glenwood. And that one's off the back iron. Now here comes Campbell. Campbell up the far sideline. 2 seconds. 1 second, and that is going to do it. The Glenwood Rams, a 25-point comeback in the final quarter of this game, and they win it 68-63 as your final score. A 5-point victory at home for Glenwood. They trailed by 25 points in the third quarter, but they come back to win this game, and they have the Glenwood crowd on their feet. An unbelievable defensive effort from Glenwood and a hot hand shooting from Ellie Scarborough. She finished with 12 points. Madison Camden with 13. Brinley Arnold had a couple huge threes in that one as well. And some clutch free throws from Brooklyn Taylor, Brielle Smith, and Madison Camden down the stretch put the game on ice. An absolutely unbelievable game and a pleasure to call. We had all fallen asleep on the Rams. I even counted them out early in the fourth quarter. They trailed by 20 points with 6 minutes remaining, but they come back to win it by 5. Again, your final score, Glenwood 68, Shenandoah 63. We're going to have our pink out ceremony, and then stay tuned for the Glenwood boys as they will take on Shenandoah as well in about 30 minutes. So don't go away. Keep it rolling on your computer, and we will be back with the boys game on GlenwoodSports.com. Hello everyone, this is Nick Thomas riding solo tonight as we get set for an exciting varsity basketball game here in Glenwood, Iowa. It's the final match of the night, and it features a conference bout between the Glenwood Rams and the Shenandoah Mustangs. The Rams come into this game winners of 2 in a row, most recently a 81-53 blowout over Clarinda last night. They are just 2 conference wins away from a share of the Hawkeye 10 title, but need to take down the Mustangs tonight and then come away with a win at Denison Friday in order to do so. Mustangs have had a rough season, sitting at 5-15 on the year, coming off a tough 3-point loss to Tri-Center last night. They'll need to play a nearly perfect game to pull off an upset over the 8th-ranked Rams tonight. So we are about 2 minutes from tip-off here. We'll be right back after a short break with the starting lineups and the opening tip. This is GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Nick Stavas riding solo, ready to bring you the final game of the night after a wild girls basketball finish. We are ready for a boys contest between the Glenwood Rams and the Shenandoah Mustangs. Your starting lineup first for the visiting Mustangs: Anthony Stogdill, Kyle Curvin, Trevor Bauer, Connor Burks, and Drake Pausley. And for the Rams, the normal lineup for them tonight: Zach Carr, Ryan Leaf, Dax Lapala, Christian Stanislav, and Ryan Bloom. So Glenwood playing just 6 deep again tonight. Jack Hughes once again in a boot and street clothes. They will try their best to get him back as soon as possible, but for now they will likely just go 6 deep as we are set to go here, and Christian Stanislav and Drake Pausley will line up for the tip-off. Glenwood at 7-1 in the conference. If they win tonight, they will have a pseudo-conference championship game in Denison on Friday night against the Monarchs, as both teams with 1 loss in the conference, along with Lewis Central, who also has 1 loss in the conference. And it would be a tie between the winner of Denison and the winner of Denison-Glenwood if the Rams come away with a victory tonight. Here's Christian Stanislav out top to start the game, and he knocks it down. Christian Stanislav starts hot, hits a 3. And the Rams on the board, 3-0. Mustangs flying down the floor here. Kick out. This is Curvin. Takes a tough jump shot over Lapala and knocks it down. Now here comes Lapala. Rams moving quickly into the front court. Lapala tries to skip pass it over to Stanislav. It was tipped, but Stanislav gathers it. Now here's Bloom in the corner. He lost the ball, and it is picked up there by Stogdal, and it will go the other way. So the Mustangs moving the ball around. They're 5-15 on the season. They come off a tough three-point loss to Tri-Center last night. The Rams coming off a 28-point win over Clarinda last night. So both teams coming in different circumstances. Shenandoah trying to finish their season on a high note. This is their last game of the year. And the Rams have 2 more after this. They will have Friday night at Denison and then Lewis Central at home next week. That game will not count towards conference record, but it will be senior night for the Rams. So 2 quick turnovers there from Dax Lapala. Now a long 2 here from Curvin, and that one is gathered by Christian Stanislav on the rebound. Carr almost lost that one out of bounds, but he gets it back, and here come the Rams setting up in the half court. Rams have looked really good the last couple games. They defeated Harlan Friday night and then Clarinda last night. As Dax Lapala pulls up for a deep 3. That one's in and out, bounces around, and the rebound pulled down by Stogdal. Down low. And that one is tipped out of bounds off of Ryan Bloom. Stogdal trying to feed it down low to Paulsley. Could not find him, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain with the Mustangs. Now a drive here. Nice drive by Curvin. Kicks it out. Here's Burt in the corner. Burt driving on Carr. Kicks it back out. And now a pull-up 2 there from Paulsley, and that one is knocked away. And on the rebound is Zach Carr, and here he comes the other way. Carr tries to get it to Stanislav, and they turn it over again. That's 3 straight turnovers for the Rams. Pretty sloppy start here from Glenwood. That's how they started against Clarinda last night. They led by only 2 points at halftime, and then they led by 10 at the end of the third quarter. And then they blew the game open. They had a 31-point fourth to take a 28-point win, and right there, that was Connor Burt who called for the travel. And the Rams will get the ball back. 3-2, Glenwood with an early lead here. 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. Zach Carr walks it up the floor for Glenwood. Carr gets it over to Stanislav. Now Lapala in the corner. And down low to Leith, and Leith knocks in a nice little 2-point lay in there. Rams now back up by 3. Here's Bauer. That one knocked away. And they're going to get a foul on Zach Carr. So Carr with an early foul there. Carr, Leith, and Lapala got close to fouling out against Harlan the other night, but they were able to stay in the game as Lapala knocks away a pass there. Now here comes Carr down the lane. A beautiful finger roll off the glass, and Carr scores on the lay-in. It's 7-2. There's a pass knocked away, but Bauer grabs it. Bauer now driving, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound goes to Stanislav, and now we get a really late whistle. And it looks like Zach Carr might be a little shaken up here. He comes off the floor holding his ribs. He's holding his chest and his chin. It looks like he might have gotten knocked in the chin. So the ref stopped the game for a little injury timeout. Carr will head into the training room, maybe just to tape up a chin injury there. And Cade Van Ness checks into the game. Turnaround jumper from Bloom, and he knocks it down. That is Ryan Bloom's shot, the sophomore. Been a little quiet on the scoreboard lately, but he has had some games where he's just erupted. Averages over 14 points a game for the Rams. He hits his first bucket of the night on that one, and the Rams lead 9-2 here with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bird out top. Guarded by Leith, now kicks it over. Curvin, 2-point jumper, no good. Rebound, tipped around, goes to Cade Van Ness. Now here's Lapala bringing it up the floor for the Rams. Leith has it on the wing. Leith gets it over to Bloom. Bloom in the corner. 2-3 zone here from Shenandoah as Stanislav pulls up for 3, no good. Rebound fought for, and they're going to get an over-the-back call on Ryan Leith. So 2 quick fouls here for the Rams. 3:47 to go in the first quarter. It's a 9-2 lead for Glenwood as they set up in the full court press. Staple of the Kurt Schulte team here the full court press, and now they have Bauer trapped. Bauer trying to get out of it. That one is tipped away, out of bounds, and that will be off of Shenandoah, and it will go to the Rams. So nice defense there, forcing them to turn the ball over, and Stanislav will inbound it for Glenwood from the baseline. Gets it into Leith in the corner. Stanislav wants it in the post. Skip pass over here to Lapla, now back to Leith. Now here's Stanislav, wide open under the hoop. He puts it in. Nice drop step there from Christian Stanislav. And now here comes Bauer. Gets it over to Burt. Now the kick to the corner. It's Stogdal. Down low, Curvin, wide open. And then Van Ness looked like he got a lot of ball, but they're going to call a foul on Cade Van Ness. And Curvin will head to the line. Going off to an 11-2 start. Last night it was back and forth. Friday night against Harlan, they got off to a 14-2 run. This crowd was going crazy, blew the roof off. And then Harlan clawed back into that game, made it a 5-point game at halftime. And then in the second half, it was all Glenwood. The Rams came away with a 16-point victory, which actually looked a little closer than it actually was. Glenwood was able to clear the bench towards the end of the game. Second shot from Curvin's good as he hits both free throws. Here come the Rams. Bloom pulls up for three. No good. Rebound goes to Curvin. Mustangs going the other way. That one's knocked away by Bloom. Tipped back to Ryan Leith. Here comes Christian Stanislav on the breakaway, and he's going to be fouled. Hard foul there from Connor Burt. Looks like he might have wanted to go up for the dunk. He had one last night. Two-handed breakaway. But that time he's fouled, and he will head to the line. If there's anyone you want to foul on this Glenwood team, it's probably Christian Stanislav. He is such a good shooter from the floor, but when he gets to the free throw line, he has really struggled this season as he knocks down his first free throw. They would love nothing more than to get him going from the free throw line here as the season progresses and they get nearer to the postseason, and he knocks them both down. 2 for 2 from the line is Christian Stanislav. Rams now lead by 9. Here's Stogdal. Hands it off to Burt. Rams switch as Leith takes him. Kick back over to Stogdal. Now over here is, that was Polsley on the shot. Got his own rebound, pulls up for 2 from the baseline. No good. Rebound tipped around, goes right into the hands of Braden Knight, who just checked into the game. Extended possession here from the Mustangs. Now here's Curvin driving. He puts it off the glass and gets it to go. Curvin playing a nice game so far. He has 4 points. Up top is Lapala. Now the kick over to Leith. Leith down low to Van Ness. Tried to get a little hook pass there to Stanislav. Ball is tipped around out of bounds, and it will go off of Glenwood. So the Mustangs will have the ball. Some miscommunication underneath, and Zach Carr will check back into the game. He's got his chin bleed under control. Leith comes out. Carr checks in. Rams running that full court press. They're going to trap here, and that one's knocked away. Carr right off the bench, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound, puts it back up, and one. Nice play from Zach Carr coming into the game off the little injury time out there, and Carr able to knock in a bucket for his second basket of the night, and he will head to the line for one more. 1:58 to go in the first quarter. 15-6 lead for Glenwood, and now 16-6. Inbound here for Curvin. Gets it into Stocknell. Now back to Curvin. 10-point lead for the Rams. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Curvin guarded tightly by Lapala. Now gets it over to Burt. Rams were expected to win by a lot last night, and it looked like it wasn't going to be that way, and then they were able to run away with it at the end. They will look to play a much better wire-to-wire game here. Here's Curvin on the wing. Now here's Polsley working on Van Ness. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around, goes to Ryan Bloom. Here comes Bloom up the floor. Gets it to Christian Stanislav. Stanislav cruises in, tried to dunk it, lost the handle on it. And that one will go to the Mustangs. And now here come Shenandoah the other way, off the glass and good. Braden Knight. Christian Stanislav tried to throw that one down, lost it about halfway up, went straight over the hoop. Shenandoah corralled it, ran the floor. Knight gets an easy lay-in. It's back to an 8-point lead for the Rams. Carr pulls up for three, and he knocks it down. Zach Carr was being left wide open by Clarinda last night as they were double-teaming Christian Stanislav the entire game, and he really struggled to find a shot in the first half, but in the second half he started hitting those threes, and this time he comes right out of the gate with a nice three there as Curvin glides in for another two-pointer. That's 8 points for him already. Stanislav thought about the three, jab step back for three, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it will go to Curvin, and they're going to get it over the back call on Ryan Bloom. So Kyle Curvin playing really well so far. Rams leads 19-10, 26 seconds to go in the first quarter, a fast first quarter. This game started very late due to the girls' game being extended. Glenwood girls come back from 25 points down in the third quarter. They came back to win by 5, an incredible 37-point fourth quarter for the Rams. So the excitement definitely in the building tonight. And now the Glenwood boys out here trying to maintain their hopes of a conference title. A pull-up jumper there from Braden Knight is no good. Van Ness corrals the rebound. Now he's going to launch a pass down the court to Stanislav, and that one was no good. And a drain bucket there from Braden Knight, and they're going to say no shot, but what a shot there from Braden Knight, a three-corner court shot. That one was almost 70 feet, I would say, and he drained it, but it will not count, and the Rams will take a 9-point lead in the second quarter. At the end of one, it's 19-10 Glenwood. You're watching Ram basketball on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Nick Stavas riding solo tonight here. Boys basketball, Rams leading by 9 points, 19-10. Braden Knight of Shenandoah hit a crazy three-quarter court shot from probably 70 feet at the end of the first quarter, but it did not count as he comes in and misses a shot there. Rams running. Audio cut out there, but we're back. Rams 21-10 with the lead. Here's Bauer out top, tries to drive. Pass stolen away by Cade Van Ness. Zach Carr on the fast break, all alone, lays it in. No, did not lay it in, but Van Ness able to finish it. I called that one a little too early as that one rolled around and bounced out, but Van Ness was right there to put it back, and the Rams have a 13-point lead here early in the second quarter. Here's Bauer out top, guarded by Leith. Kick over to Knight in the wing. Now over to Curvin in the corner. Curvin has 6 points already. He's played really well. Now there he is on the drive, puts it up and in. Kyle Curvin having himself a game. He leads all scorers with 8. Now here's Bloom, pull up for three. It's good. Ryan Bloom knocks down his second three of the night. And now he has 9. Excuse me, 5. Christian Stanislav has 9. 26-12, Glenwood with the lead. Here's Bauer out top, guarded by Leith. Bauer kicks it over to Knight in the corner. Knight drives baseline, nice move there. Blew right by Christian Stanislav and laid that one in. Now Zach Carr will walk it up for the floor for the Rams, leading by 12. Big student section, big crowd tonight. pink out ceremony earlier in the night. As that one is knocked away and corralled there by Austin Harold. Now here's Curvin up top, guarded by Carr. That one's almost knocked away. He's able to get it back. Now kicks it back out to Stogdal. Stogdal out top. Mustangs really extending their possessions. Nice long possessions here for them. Stogdal thought about a three on. Now he takes it, and it's no good. Rebound, tipped around, and Bloom corrals it. Here he comes. Bloom on the fast break. Feeds it down low to Stanislav. Put up off the glass, and an offensive foul called on Christian Stanislav. Kyle Curvin with his best acting job there, and the ref's going to call that every time. As the ball will be turned back over to the Phillies. 5-2 is the foul count. Rams with 5 fouls now as we tick under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 12-point lead for Glenwood, 26-14. Here's Pulsley out top. He takes a three. Can't get the... Oh, he knocks it down. Off the front iron and in. Drake Pulsley. Now here's Carr in the corner. Kicks it out to Lapla. Lapla will set up a play in the half court. Gets it back over to Carr in the corner. Now here's Lapla. The kick over to Carr. Three. No good. Rebound goes to Lapla. And that one is going to be a foul called on Anthony Stogdal. So the ball will stay with the Rams. Foul on the rebound on the floor. So here's Ryan Leith to inbound. Leith found his hot hand from the three-point line as he fires a beautiful pass in there. Nice cut to Zach Carr. And Carr scores easily. Carr with 10 points. He had 25 last night against Clarinda. Christian Stanislav had 23. Carr has really been the hot hand lately. And the Rams are feeding him. A nice balanced attack between Carr, Stanislav, and Bloom. The 3 known commodities for Glenwood. They've been showing out in these last couple games ever since that two-game losing streak between Scott and Roncalli as Trevor Bauer knocks down a shot in the lane. Between Scott and Roncalli, the Rams lost by 50 points combined, but they were able to bounce back with a blowout win over Harlan, and then they blew out Clarinda last night, and they're looking to open up another blowout tonight as they lead by 9. Bloom tips it back out to Ryan Leith. Now over to Stanislav, that's Lapala. Lapala for 3, no good. Rebound, tipped around, and that one will go to the Mustangs. Now here comes Kyle Curvin. Curvin into the lane, and he's fouled hard. Bloom called for the foul. That'll be his second. 3:19 to go here in the second quarter. 28-19, Glenwood leads. On paper, the Rams should win this game by a lot, but we thought about that last night, and they didn't lead by more than 10 until the fourth quarter. And they were able to run away with the game on a pretty deep run and then come away with a victory last night in a conference game. First free throw is good from Curvin. Stanislav comes back in for Bloom. So again, the Rams going only 6 deep tonight. Jack Hughes sprained his foot. And what looked like a pretty gruesome injury at the time turned out to only be a foot sprain. Hughes is in a walking boot. So hopefully he will be back by the time postseason play rolls around in a couple weeks, as they will need to go more than 6 deep to make a run in the postseason. And a deep run is what the Rams are probably expecting this year, being defending state champions, as Christian Stanislav knocks that one in. The Rams lead by 10. 30-20 is your score. Curvin, long 2. No good. Rebound goes to Lapala. Up ahead to Carr. Carr, one-on-one with Curvin. Puts it up off the glass. Gets the foul. No bucket. And he will go to the line for 2. So Bloom's going to check back into the game now. A very fast first half. We're already under 3 minutes to go here. 2:41 to go in the second quarter. It's a 10-point lead for the Rams, and Carr makes it 11. So Cade Van Ness comes out. Van Ness started the first half of the season. Schulte made a little game plan change. Lapala got the start from Christmas break, and it's been working pretty well, running a 5-out guard set. Van Ness still gets a lot of time on the varsity floor, just not necessarily in the starting lineup, and that is going to be a timeout Shenandoah. So we're going to take a short break here. Rams lead by 12 points. You're watching Ram Basketball on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com. Nick Stavas riding solo tonight, the final game of the night. It was a wild finish in the girls' game. The place kind of calming down from that one. And now the boys lead by 12 points, 32-20, coming out of the Shenandoah timeout. 2:37 to go in the second quarter. Rams in control of this one so far. But the Mustangs hanging around here as Curvin will inbound it here. Curvin has 9 points. He leads the Mustangs. Christian Stanislav has 11. Zach Carr has 12. Zach Carr leads all scorers. Burt lost the ball. Gets it back. Feeds it over to Paulsley out top. Down low to Curvin. Knocked away by Leaf. Stanislav on the fast break. Gets it over to Bloom. Bloom, step back three. No good. Rebound goes to Lapala. Now over to Stanislav. That one is knocked away, and it will go the other way. Here comes Trevor Bauer. Bauer up top, and he is fouled in the lane. Zach Carr did not like the call, but they will call a foul on Carr. And it will be another inbound. So that will be the 7th. It should be a 1-and-1, yeah. The referee, the back judge here, thought it was an inbound, but that is the 7th foul, so that will put Mustangs in the bonus as Bauer will head to the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is no good. Rebound goes to Stanislav. Now over here to Carr. Carr coming up the near side. Brings it out to the top of the key. Sets up a play. Dax Lapala cuts back door. Now he gets it over to Lapala on the far side. Feeds it down low to Stanislav. Nice pass and a nice finish from Christian Stanislav. Nice offensive play there set up by Zach Carr's pass. Gets it to Lapala. Lapala dumps it down low to Stanislav, and that's an easy 2 every time for the Rams as they take a 14-point lead here with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bauer. Bauer gets it over to Curvin. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline. No good. Rebound goes to Carr. Here's Carr. 3-on-2 break for the Rams, and he passes it to Bloom and lays it in. Rams scoring quickly. That is the name of the game for them. They like to score in transition. Not really a half-court offense team. Bauer now thought about the 2-point jumper. Gets it over to Paulsley. Now back out to Burt. Rams lead by 16 points. Here's Burt. Burt, that is knocked away, and Stogdell fighting for the ball with Lapala, and that is going to go out of bounds off of Lapala. So Lapala dove for the ball, and it hit him on the top of the head and went out of bounds. So Curvin will have an inbound here for the Mustangs. Rams really got off to a slow start last night, but they were able to close it out. If they win this game tonight, they will move to 8-1 in the conference, and their game against Denison on Friday night will be a pseudo-conference title game. The winner of that will get a share of the conference title with LC. Paulsley takes a long 2 and knocks it down. They're actually going to call that a 3. Looks like his foot might have been on the line, but they'll give him 3. Back to a 13-point lead for the Rams, and they're going to hold the ball with 34 seconds left. So Lewis Central got upset. All they needed was one win. They needed to beat St. Albert. They had to beat St. Albert on Friday night, and if they did, they would have been 10-0 and finished 10-0 in the conference, and they would have taken the outright conference championship, but they got upset by the sub-500 Falcons in a one-point thriller, so that thrust Glenwood and Denison into the share for a conference title as Christian Stanislav takes a three and he knocks it down. 2 seconds left in the half, the inbound, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. So a nice closing to the quarter for the Rams. At halftime, your score, Glenwood 39, Shenandoah 23. Stay tuned here on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Nick Stavas, all by myself tonight here in Glenwood, Iowa, as we have 1 half to play. At halftime, the Rams lead 39-23 over the Shenandoah Mustangs, trying to close out their 3rd straight victory. The Rams win tonight. They will have a game against Denison on Friday night. The winner of that game will win a share of the conference title and a tie with LC after LC got upset on Friday night against St. Albert. So Glenwood will start with the ball here, leading by 16 points. Here's Zach Carr, gets it down low to Stanislav. Now it is going to be tipped and out of bounds off of Drew Paulsley, and it will remain with the Rams. Stanislav to inbound it, gets it over to Lapala in the corner, now over to Bloom. Bloom, 2-point jumper, short, rebound to Lapala, he puts it up and in. Lapala has really found his way into the starting lineup. He's settled down into that game, into the pace of play. Interview with him early in the season, he said that it was a real adjustment, as he's called for the foul there. So there's a real adjustment being inserted in the starting lineup halfway through the season, but it certainly looks like he's adjusted and settled down. And he's out there making plays. He led the Rams in scoring a couple weeks ago against Scott Catholic. Really stepped into a role nicely. 18-point lead for the Rams here as Bauer has it up top from Shenandoah. 7:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kick out over here to Burt. Now on the far side to Bauer. Mustangs moving the ball around, working nice and slow in the half court. There's Curvin, passed up a 3, takes it right at Ryan Leith, puts it up and in. Al Curvin is having himself quite a game here. That will be his 11th point, and he will go to the line for 12. Christian Stanislav leads all scorers. He had 16 in the first half. Zach Carr has 12. Ryan Bloom 7. Curvin's free throw is good, so he converts on the 3-point play. Rams lead down to 17 now, 42-25. Over to Carr. Carr takes a 3. No good. Short. Rebound. Goes to Stogdell. Down low to Paulsley. Now out to Burt. Back out to Stogdell. Shenandoah moving the ball well, but they're struggling to get good shots down low as Leith knocks that one away and out of bounds. And it will remain with Shenandoah. This game running extra late. It's 9:15, 9:10, and we're only 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter here. Pink out ceremony caused the time between games to last a little extra longer. Paulsley, a nice jump shot there for Shenandoah, and then Carr goes coast to coast, glides in for the lay-in. Back to his 15-point lead for the Rams. Turn around, swatted away by Ryan Bloom. Now here comes Bloom. Tries to get it to Carr. He lost the handle. Now Carr gets it back. Carr over to Bloom. Bloom spot up 3-pointer and no good. Over the everything. Now rebound to Christian Stanislav. He pulls up for 2 from the baseline. No good on that one. And the rebound tracked down by Burt. Now Stanislav knocks the ball away, but Curvin gathers it, and he's going to be fouled hard by Bloom. It looked like he landed awkwardly on that leg, but he was able to get up. Curvin, a 6'2" junior guard, having himself quite the game tonight. 12 points, and he's kind of making all the plays on the offensive and defensive side for the Mustangs. So he has it out top here, guarded by Ryan Leith. That's an adjustment Schulte made at halftime. Ryan Leith is said by all the other players to be the best defender on this team. He was originally guarding Bauer in the first half, as they're going to get a foul on, I believe that one was on Leith, so that is his 3rd. Could be a problem there as Van Ness will go to the scoring table to check into the game. 3-pointer there from Paulsley, and he knocks it down. So back to a 12-point lead for the Rams. Kick over to Carr. Carr up top, over to Dax Lapala, now over to Leith. Back over to Carr in the zone. Carr has a wide open three, can't hit that one. Rebound goes back to Carr. Now he's going to drive baseline, kicks it over to Bloom, and Bloom is a nice little floater. That is Ryan Bloom's signature shot, that floater in the lane right in front of the basket. That was working last year in the state tournament run, as he would come in off the bench as a freshman, and he was an instant offensive production for the Rams as Curvin misses a long three and Stanislav gathers the rebound. Stanislav off the floor, he pulls up for three, can't get that one to go. Rebound tipped around, Carr, or excuse me, yes, that is Carr. Looked like Van Ness for a second, but Carr's able to lay that one in off the offensive rebound, and it's back to a 16-point margin here as Burt brings it up the floor for the Shenandoah Mustangs. 4:21 to go in the third quarter. Bauer up top, gets it over to Pulsley. He's going to take a three, feeling it, can't get that one to go. Rebound goes to Dax Lapala, and the Rams pushing the fast break. Up ahead to Stanislav. Stanislav dribbles into traffic, puts it up, no good. Rebound, fought for on the floor. Leith gets it, puts it up off the glass. That one's no good. Rebound gathered by Brian Bloom. That one's no good. Now the rebound's on the floor, and Bauer comes up with it, going the other way, but Carr comes away with a steal. Here comes Carr into the lane. He puts it up and finger rolls it in. Finally able to finish. Rams had 4 different chances there on that possession, but finally was able to finish. And now the Rams lead by 18 points. 49-31 is your score. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Someone trying to run away with this one. Mustangs hanging tough. Here's Pulsley out top, guarded tightly here by Ryan Bloom. That one knocked away by Lapala. Stogdell gets it back, and now we're going to get a timeout Shenandoah. So this would be a good time to thank our sponsors here tonight. Barrett Auto Center, Jim Hughes Real Estate, El Porton Mexican Grill, Glenwood State Bank, Marty Stavis State Farm, Best Finish Auto, Astrop Insurance Services, Sharp Street Groomers, and Glenwood Home Services. A big thanks to all those local businesses. Check them out on our homepage. Click on their ad, take you a link to their website. We'd love for you to do business with them, as they have supported us throughout the years. So the Rams lead by 18 points with 3:23 to go in the third, trying to close out a third straight victory, a second straight conference victory, and carry some momentum into what is bound to be an exciting night in Denison on Friday night. If you're not doing anything and you're a Glenwood Ram fan, you should really consider heading up to Denison Friday night if the Rams can pull off this game tonight, if they can hold on to their 18-point lead, because that game in Denison will be intense. Two teams with the same record in the conference at 8-1, same overall record as well. Both two quality teams, both teams ranked in the top 10, and they will take on the Monarchs for a share of the conference title if they can hold on to this lead, and Dax Lapala is able to make the lead 20, 51-31 with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Here's Bauer out top. Rams playing a zone now. A little 3-2 zone. Not something you see normally from a Coach Schulte team. Schulte likes to run a man-to-man normally, but that one is stolen away there by Zach Carr. Now, or excuse me, by Ryan Bloom. Bloom gets it up ahead to Carr, and Carr lays it in. Zach Carr having himself quite the night. He has already scored 8 points here in the second half, as he has 20 on the night. He was the leading scorer last night with 26, and tonight he already has 20 with 2:25 to go in the third. 22-point lead for the Rams. 53-31. Three-pointer from the far side from Trevor Bauer. That one's no good. Now up ahead, and it's stolen away by Stogdell. Up ahead to Curvin. Now to Bauer, and it went off his foot. Ball is fought for on the ground, and it's going to be... Bauer came down hard on the ball. They're going to give it to the Mustangs. Lapala knocked it out of bounds last. Bauer dove for it and landed really hard. He came up holding his chest, so he will come out of the game. Now a three-pointer from Curvin in the corner, no good. Rebound, lazy effort there from all three of those Rams under the basket. But the putback was no good. Christian Stanislav on the full court pass gets an easy lay, and then it's back to a 24-point lead for the Rams, their largest lead of the night. Now here's Curvin. He has a wide open three. He hasn't hit one yet, and that one is short and air balls, and it will go out of bounds. So Glenwood, Shenandoah was giving Glenwood a little bit of a run for their money in the first half, but now it is all Rams as they lead by 24 points here with under 2 to go here in the third quarter. Zach Carr dribbles it up. He has 20. Stanislav with 18. Here's Bloom over to Stanislav. He pulls up for 2. He's fouled and 1. Nice shot there from Christian Stanislav. That is what makes him so good. His mid-range game is absolute money. And he has 20 points on the night. That is 3 straight games with 20-plus points for Christian Stanislav. Impressive stretch of games from him as he knocks down the free throw. And if there's anything more encouraging, even more encouraging than the 3 straight 20-point games, is the way he has shot from the free throw line in the last couple games. He was horrid from the free throw line in the first half of the season. He shot 43%. There was one point where he went 2 for 12 against Kemper. But he has really cleaned that up, and he is perfect from the line tonight, as that was Drake Paulsley who hits the 3, and a timeout on the floor. So we will take a quick break here on GlenwoodSports.com. 58-34 is your score. Rams with the lead. We'll be right back. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com. 24-point lead for the Rams following the Derek Howard timeout. Shenandoah trying to get anything going, but the Rams have really turned on the gas here, and they lead by 24 points. Here's Stanislav for 3. No good. Rebound. Fought for, and it will go to Paulsley, and it will go the other way. Now here comes Braden Knight. Kick out. Burt. Rams with their largest lead of the night. Kick out to Paulsley for 3. No good. Rebound, fought for. Van Ness has it. Gets it up ahead to Carr. Stanislav wanted it under the hoop, but Carr takes it himself. Kick out to Bloom. Bloom takes the 3. No good. Air ball. Stanislav right under the hoop. It just fell into his hands. He wasn't expecting it. Then he goes back up and puts it in, and he has 23 on the night. Now we'll pull up 2 there from Braden Knight, and he knocks that one in. 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Desperation heat, but they're going to get a foul. So Carr will head to the line before the quarter is called. Unless they make him shoot it after. Little confusion here. Carr was fouled right before the buzzer sounded. Both teams went to their respective benches, and now Carr will shoot free throws all by himself. So a little awkward situation for Zach Carr. And Carr will hit both free throws, so that will take us to the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, your score, Glenwood 62, Shenandoah 36. Just formality for the Rams as we head to the fourth. We'll be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com, Nick Stavis riding solo tonight. 62-36 is your score. Formality here for the Rams as they try to close out a third straight victory and a very important conference victory, which will keep their title hopes alive, at least a share of the title with Lewis Central. The Rams will take on Denison Friday night for a share of the conference title, assuming they hold on to their 26-point lead here over Shenandoah. That one is tipped in. Zach Carr on the breakaway, and he glides in for the lay-in. So Zach Carr now has 24 points on the night. He leads all scorers. Christian Stanislav not far behind with 23. Those two have really been the two stalwarts of this Glenwood team after, post-Christmas break. As Bauer drives the baseline and lays that one in off the glass. Here's Carr. Gets it over to Leith. Leith back to Carr. Carr faked a three. Now gets it down low to Bloom, who just lays it in off the glass. Easy points the Rams are getting here, and that's pretty encouraging heading into some important games. They have Denison and then Lewis Central, and then they'll head into the postseason. So pretty tough competition. It'll really stiffen up, especially from the last two games compared to the next two games. As Bloom brings it down the floor after the steal. He'll get it over to Ryan Leith, and Leith takes the three, and he can't get that one to go. Rebound goes to Stanislav. Put back, no good. Rebound, tipped out, and it will go back to Connor Bird, and that one is stolen away by Zach Carr. Carr has been really active as Stanislav will go in for the lay-in. Nice plays from Zach Carr and Christian Stanislav. Those two have really been the keys to these Glenwood victories the last couple nights. And it's showing tonight as the Rams take a 30-point lead here with just over 6 minutes to go. Braden Knight goes in and gets fouled. He will head to the line for two. First shot from Knight is good. Braden Knight. That gets him into double digits off the bench. He did not start, but he has 10 points now. I believe he leads the Mustangs. Kyle Curvin's not in right now, so I'm not entirely sure how many points he has. He actually just checked into the game, but they haven't put his number up on the board yet. So the ball will go back to Shenandoah after the missed free throw. Tipped out of bounds. Paulsley with a wide open three-pointer off the inbound, and he knocks it down. 26-point lead for Glenwood. Kick over to Stanislav. Had the two-point jumper, passed it up. Now out to Laplow, over to Carr. Back over to Stanislav. Stanislav working on Paulsley. Pulls up for a long two. Can't get that one to go. Rebound goes to Bloom. Puts it up the floater. No good. Rebound, Carr, and he knocks it in. Zach Carr doing work under the boards. For just a 5'11" guard, he's a pretty solid rebounder, and that one is knocked away. Now here's Knight out top. Knight drives baseline and puts it up. No help defense there from the Rams. 70-44 is your score. 5:40 to go here in the game as Stanislav glides in and puts that one in. So just back and forth scoring here for Glenwood and Shenandoah. Stanislav now has 26 points on the night. Excuse me, 27 for Stanislav. Another shot knocked down. Now here comes Carr. Now Stanislav will pull up for three, and he knocks it down. Christian Stanislav with 30 points on the night. That ties his season high, and that will bring us to a timeout. So Stanislav and Carr doing all the work for the Rams. They have 30 and 26 respectively. We will take a short break and be right back on GlenwoodSports.com. Back here on GlenwoodSports.com. Just finishing up garbage time here. 5 minutes to go in the game. It's a 29-point lead for the Rams. They are well on their way to their third straight victory. That one is tipped away. Now here comes Ryan Bloom, and he lays it in. Bloom now has 13 points. So Christian Stanislav with 30. As that one's stolen away once again. Now up ahead to Zach Carr. Carr drives and lays it in. (79-46) is your score. 4:30 to go. Rams scoring fast and often. So Christian Stanislav has 30. Zach Carr has 28. Ryan Bloom has 13. Everybody else in single digits. Justin Jimbalvo's in the game for the first time tonight. Shenandoah. Long possession here, over 40 seconds now. Now here's Burt out top, guarded by Jimbalvo. Now here's Curvin. Curvin drives, baseline, puts it up, and then is swatted out of bounds by Dax Lapua. Nice play there from Lapua. And the Rams are going to put in their reserve, so that will do it for the starters tonight. An impressive performance from all of them. Christian Stanislav and Zach Carr in particular. 30 points for Stanislav, 28 for Zach Carr. Carr had 26 last night, Stanislav 23 last night, so two straight impressive performances from the junior guard and the senior guard. And now the Rams, and the foul going to be on Justin Jimbalvo. 79-46 your score, 3:30 to go in the game. So this win means that Glenwood will take on Denison on Friday night. Both teams are 8-1 in the conference. You play 10 conference games. Lewis Central has already finished their conference schedule. They finished 9-1. They were 9-0. They were upset by 1 point by a sub-500 St. Albert team, one of the bigger upsets in the state this year. So that vaulted Glenwood and Denison into contention for a share of the Hawkeye 10 title. And sure enough, this sets up that game on Friday night. It just so happened that the Rams played Denison Friday night at Denison. So again, Ram fans, if you're not doing anything, if you're bored on Friday night, or even if you're not bored, clear your schedule, because it is going to be a pretty exciting and intense environment up in Denison with a share of the Hawkeye 10 title on the line. This would be the third straight year the Rams would get a share, trying to extend that streak if they are able to beat Denison Friday. Jimbalvo on the breakaway, lost it out of bounds. Rams have played their three best games of the season, I would say. In the last three games, they blew out Harlan in the second half with a 16-point victory here Friday night. Didn't play particularly well in the first half against Clarinda last night, but they dominated in the second. And then tonight, just a wire-to-wire domination from Glenwood as they lead 79-48. Austin Harold will head to the line here for Shenandoah. First shot is no good. Dylan Hopp checks in for Silas Bales. Dylan Hopp, an all-district offensive lineman for the Glenwood Rams, playing basketball. He is a big body down low. 6'3", well over 250 pounds. He'll probably be gearing up for his senior football season after basketball ends, as Justin Jimbalvo takes the three from the corner, no good. Ethan Cantrell the shot. Ethan Cantrell is listed at 6'7". This is the first time we've seen him tonight. They didn't play him with their normal varsity. Interesting. As Ben Hughes knocks down a three. Rams have broken 80. 82-49 is your score. 1:48 to go here in the game. Here's Cantrell in the lane. Turnaround shot is good. Ethan Cantrell knocks it down. Nate Hughes over in the far corner. Now Ben Hughes. Now back to Nate Hughes, and Hughes will take a three. Can't get it to go. Lots of Hugheses in both games tonight. 2 Hugheses on the Glenwood girls team. 1 on the Shenandoah girls team. And there's 3 Hugheses on the Glenwood boys team. Jack Hughes, who again sat out with a sprained foot for the second night in a row. And then Nate Hughes and Ben Hughes both in the game now, as actually Nate checks out and Silas Bales comes back in. They will hope to get Jack Hughes back, senior guard. He was kind of playing that 6th or 7th man spot for the Rams all season. He saw a lot of minutes, got in every quarter all season, and then sprained his foot. It looked like a pretty gruesome injury at the time. Almost looked like his leg broke in half, but it turned out only to be a foot sprain, which is very fortunate for everybody involved. They're hoping to get Jack back before the postseason tournament commences. As Jimbalvo turns that one over. Now up ahead to Cantrell. He puts it off the glass, no good, and that is out of bounds off of Bales. 40 seconds remaining in the game. It'll be important to try to get Hughes back. Being a 6-deep lineup just might not cut it. I mean, they have been playing well in the last 2 games, going just 6 deep, but it's going to be important to get as many subs as you can as you get deeper and deeper into the postseason. Turnaround shot there from John Palmer, and he knocks it in. 25 seconds remaining. 84-53 is your score. Cantrell drives, puts it up and in. So that is likely going to do it unless the Rams run down the floor and score here. That should just about do it for this game. So a dominating victory for the Glenwood Rams. 84-55 is your final score, folks. If you are not doing anything Friday night, I suggest you make a road trip to Denison, as the Rams will be taking on the Monarchs, both 8-1 in the conference now, as they will be taking on the Monarchs for a share of the conference title. This is Nick Stamas signing off on GlenwoodSports.com. Thanks for watching.